Hi everybody, it's me, Jessica Lahore, and we're back with another Queens Who Eat, and I'm so excited about this one. I'm stoked and toked for it because we are doing a 420 Jessica's go-to snacks when you are just a little too stoned. So, before we get into this episode though, and I show you all of my in-house recipes, make sure that you've subscribed to my channel, that you've hit the bell for notifications, and you're not missing out on any of the content coming your way. A lot is coming your way. All right, let's get eating.
Yummy, yummy.
Okay, everybody, for this Queens Who Eat, this is an episode I've been looking forward to, and it's been actually super challenging. So we came up with this idea to do a what does Jessica go to when she's high, like go-to snacks or weird stoner combinations. Every stoner has those combinations that they just crave, or like it's for them, it's so delicious, the only thing that they need, the only thing that they want right now. And I tried to put this in the category of things that I kind of randomly have lying around. So this is like stoner snacks when you're not willing to spend money on anything. You don't want to like take the effort to walk anywhere, and you just use whatever the hell you've got in your kitchen, anywhere that you have hidden snacks or food. This is like the go-to last resort snackage. So these are a couple of things that I normally would have around, or I would be willing to make as a food combination. And I want to start really simple. So I keep doing my hands. I'm like wanting to grab everything. I'm like, these are some of my favorite things. So a couple easy go-tos. I always have rice in my house because it's like quick snack, like easy to go. Tons of different flavors from chicken rice to jasmine and whatnot. I really do love cilantro rice. I usually don't go with Ben's though. Like I usually go way cheaper, like whatever the 57 cents is at the dollar store. Whatever cheapest option is that's 90 seconds. Okay, so two things. These are the two things that I go to when I am just high and I need something quick to eat. 90-second rice. Pick a flavor, put it in the microwave, ready to go. Okay. I'm not gonna eat this one. It's just rice. It's literally just rice. 90 seconds, ready to go. The other one is you're gonna find most of my cravings are salty or savory, not necessarily sweet, bitter. That is my go-to for a flavor profile. Spicy. Will I eat sweets every now and again? Yes, but not common enough to add to this video. The other one is just eating one of these packs, or sorry, 3 of these packs. These are so good. These make me believe that I can do the 30-second challenge where you eat like 7 saltine crackers. I would fail. I would choke and fail. Maybe that's another video. However, these two things, pick out some crackers, eat some rice, something really quick, that is satisfying to me, okay? Ooh.
If you want to get crazy, combine them.
Maybe. No, not even. Yeah, use it as like a scoop?
Yeah.
I have not yet. I would though. So that's like level 1. Level 2 is where it gets way more interesting, okay? So I feel like these are all weird combinations that I really enjoy. And I want to start by saying bread is used a lot, I've found, in my stoner snacks. It can be hot dog buns, hamburger buns, it can be sourdough bread, whatever you have. If you have a loaf in there, just bread in general is required, okay? And there's a couple different things that we use. The first one is that I love balsamic vinegar.
I think it's balsamic.
I love vinegar. I love bitter tastes. I love things that make me thirsty, that have like salty textures. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I'm gonna pour some of this balsamic vinegar in here.
2 shots of vodka.
And this is me doing it like a civilized human. When I'm in the moment, I barbarian style hold this bread over the sink and just drip it on the bread. Here, let's do this over here. I know it's gonna take off camera. You can watch me do this. I'm just gonna drip it. This is how we do it when nobody's watching. Okay? It's soaked up. This is delicious. That is my gig. When you're a civilized human and you have time, you pour it in a bowl, you dip it around, it gets real soaked up. Nothing beats it. Just bread and balsamic vinegar. Ah! I could finish this loaf. So good. Okay. Another thing that's a go-to for me, sunglasses. That's not necessarily vinegar-oriented, is I am a huge fan, like Miss Salinas Estides, where you dip a hot Cheeto, a spicy chip, a Taki into sour cream.
Is that what your pants are stuffed with? Takis?
My pants are stuffed with the blessing of the Lord, okay? This was what God gifted me with. And no, the curtains and the drapes don't match, okay? Carpet and the drapes, not curtains, are the same things. So just some sour cream. I got low fat because, I get whatever is cheapest. And the reason that I picked turbos is this is where my obsession started. Turbos did not used to be in Safeways, King Soopers, grocery stores. These were just tiny little bags at random gas stations, and it was hard to find them. Now you can find them anywhere, but this is like what I fell in love with, was turbos. It's kind of like the honey barbecue twist chip, but it's all just a spicy moment. You dip that in some sour cream. Oh, there's nothing more satisfying than turning this entire thing pink. Bubblegum, pussy ass, popping pink. Oh, could eat the whole bag. Eat the whole bag. Super easy, super simple. Now, another thing that I really enjoy, we haven't gotten to the weird stuff yet, is, what's the next thing that I want to show y'all? Oh, I don't think this is weird at all. Take an avocado. Randomly, I'll have avocados in my produce area of my house, whatever you call it. And I only get them when they're on sale, when they're like not ridiculously overpriced.
They're not all fucking nasty.
Yeah. And they make good snacks, especially right before they might get expired, like if you don't use them in a salad or something like that. There's nothing that I love more, and I get it. Some of y'all hate the way that you're seeing me do it. Okay.
That is disgusting.
I didn't want to waste the avocado. You didn't see that coming, though.
No, I didn't.
Okay, and I love this because it's absolutely delicious. It's actually, avocado fat is also really good for you. Probably not a lot of it, but I eat a lot of it. Avocado. Salt. A little bit of salt.
It comes out with a lot, so just be careful.
A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Thyme. A little bit of garlic salt. Or garlic powder. Nothing crazy. Just to give it that flavor. You're going to find that I also, outside of bread, use tahini a lot. I love tahini. Okay? Sprinkle some of this on. And normally, I would do a cayenne pepper. I do like things spicier, and also they were out of it at the store. So I got sriracha seasoning. Basically, chili powder. Cayenne powder is preferred. And that's just going to give it, you just like,
We have chili powder, like literal chili powder.
No, it's not gonna it's not gonna work for me, love. And then I need a spoon. I just
First
guessed.
time.
I guess I was really impressed right there.
That's a big one.
And this is like one of my favorite snacks. Just eat it right out of the shell. I'll usually go around and scoop it so that it's like a little bit loose and.
That sound is so gross.
And that sriracha seasoning is really good. I've never had that before. It's good. It's quick. It's easy. It's really healthy, actually. A lot of the seasonings in it. I'd say I probably put too much salt is probably the most unhealthy part of that. But overall, it's a really easy snack that is really healthy, too. It's hard to stop eating these things. I'm just going to eat half, okay? It's delicious. So this is my next thing. Let's get into some, like, weirder Jessica stoner things. And there's two in particular, there's three actually that I'm going to show you. So the first one I call popcorn cereal. Okay, so you're going to take just extra butter popcorn, especially if you don't have it. Usually this recipe calls for you having melted butter on the side, or like go to the movie theater and get butter and then you pour it on to let it stick, but we don't have that today. So we're just drizzling on the rest of the stuff. That didn't make any sense. We're just gonna pop this normal. It's got extra butter in it. Anyway, while that is popping, here are a couple of other things that I need to prepare. So for popcorn cereal, you're going to need a lime or lime juice. I didn't want to spend the money on lime juice, so we're gonna do lime. You're gonna cut just a tiny little slit in that. You're gonna need hot sauce of your choice. Sometimes I use Tapatio, Valentina. I'll just use whatever I have available, okay? I'm also going to need some tahini and a little bit of that garlic salt, just a tiny bit, okay? So this is gonna pop, this is gonna get finished, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna make some popcorn cereal. Well, it just got done, and it be wonderful. So we're gonna take a large bowl, whatever you got available. We got this cute one. And while I am making the cereal part, I'm gonna put a lime, that one that we made the small incision in, just for 30 seconds in the microwave. Just to loosen the juices. Okay. I'm gonna empty my popcorn bag. Ooh, good, nothing burnt. There's always that one stuck piece.
They have to like tap out of there.
Uh-huh, every time. I'm gonna take a little bit of that garlic salt. Nothing too crazy. And what I do is every single time I add something, normally I do 2 bags. We're doing 1 bag today. I shake it after every time. Tahini. I go a little heavy on it. I love that tang. Okay. We're gonna do some of the Valentina sauce. And then before I toss it, we'll take that lime. It's perfect. We're gonna cut that half. It's a little hot, and that's okay. Loosens up all the juices. And we're gonna take a spoon and just get all of that juice. Now, if I was doing 2 bags, I would do a full lime, but I recommend half a lime for 1. Okay. Add a little BAM! Like Emerald Lagasse. Shake it up. Okay, and then we take a large spoon and we eat it like cereal. Usually on the couch, like this. You just put your cheese back in. It's delicious. Oh yeah. I gotta stop.
Cereal for days.
I could eat it. Popcorn cereal. So, the next thing that I think is a little bit off and a little bit weird is I make a poached egg with a blueberry waffle. Okay, so first part of this, and this is the longest part, is you're gonna fill up your bowl with some water. It will bubble, it will boil once you get it all together, but make sure you leave it about 1 inch from the rim of your bowl. I'm gonna put this water in here for 5 minutes. While that's happening, I'm going to prepare the next part of that. So, I'm gonna take my blueberry waffles of any kind. I usually just get the generic ones, but I felt like being egolicious today. Usually 1 egg is required of 2 waffles, in my opinion. However, I usually eat like a dozen eggs with like a whole pack of waffles at one time when I do this. You're gonna stick these in your regular toaster, just like that, and let it crisp a little bit. So those are simultaneously going, which is wonderful. And while those two are going, I'm gonna show you my favorite item to create. It's gonna require some bread, like we have in the past. And back in the day, it was only jelly. However, peanut butter and jelly is what we're using today. There's something about, shouldn't do that. Whew. Something about nostalgia that I think stoners relate to a lot. And you like something or you crave something because as a kid, you liked it as well. And this is one of those things. Although I didn't use it with peanut butter, nowadays I'll take some bread, I'll put a healthy amount of jelly. I'm more jelly and peanut butter like adjacent, but this is like a half and half. Like I like a little bit more crunchy, but also a little bit more red, a little bit more jelly. And this is something that I still do as an adult, but I do it in the private of my home. So you all are really getting
An exclusive.
an exclusive moment here. I would say this is decent. Okay.
That's very dangerous.
Don't try this at home, kids. We put that together and we get our regular sandwich bag. Ziploc works, this is just fine. I'm convinced your sandwich will taste better when you do this. Lay it down nice and flat, and you just beat the crap out of it until it is flat as can be. Afterwards, you're gonna slowly take out pieces from the bag, and you're gonna find it just tastes so much better. I don't know how to describe it. So, that's one of my like oldest things I used to do. I did this with buttered bread, did this with jelly sandwiches. I love it. Tastes so good. Now, these are finishing up. My waffles just popped. You want them just a little bit golden brown. Nothing crazy. This is about to be done and with perfect timing. So at the 1 minute mark, one of the tricks that I learned growing up from my grandpa actually when I was making a poached egg, take a little bit of vinegar, white vinegar, and plop it in right at that like 1 minute till. This is gonna help so that your egg.
Careful.
What are y'all worried about? I've got fingers of steel. And I'm not talking a lot. I'm talking like, that's it. It helps with the eggs to not foam over. It does help with like the texture of the egg. And once you open up the package, you can actually take a shot of the vinegar. So we're gonna put this in for the final minute, or 50 seconds, same thing. And while we're waiting, you're gonna find out that Jessica loves one weird drink.
One.
When Jessica is a little underwhelmed with the 420s, the devil's lettuce, she will take shots of vinegar. They say that vinegar is supposed to help with your immune system. It's supposed to help with some indigestion things. I love the taste so much. So we're gonna do a shot while this goes. Perfect. So we're gonna do a shot together. Just in time. Before we take this shot, we're gonna add our egg to the mixture. Water is hot, okay? We're gonna take our eggs. We're gonna do 2 of them. You can do as many as you want that'll fit in. Little crack, crack, crack. Gently plop it into the water. Crack, crack, crack. If you get some shell in there, that's fiber. After you put the eggs in, you're going to take the bowl and you're going to put it back in the microwave for about 1 minute and 30 seconds to 2 minutes. You can already see them cook and start to form in the bowl. This is like if I have time to make a snack and I can actually sit down and enjoy something, but I don't have like any other options. Like sometimes you make a smorgasbord, which is pretty much going into your cabinet, going into your fridge, and taking every little piece of everything that you find, putting it in a pot, stirring it around, and cooking it and eating it until it tastes good. However, not the day. Okay.
Cheers to vacation.
Cheers to vacation. So delicious. Like, I could drink this all day. Ooh, feel it running down your throat, into your heart, into your stomach, into your bum hole. It's very nice. Something that I do, you know, like with corn, you just kind of rub it on. This is what we're doing today. Just nice and easy. You're just gonna keep rubbing that butter on.
What the fuck is We're just gonna...
I want to remind everybody at home that if for any reason you do this, please remember to put a plate over your eggs. If you don't, there's a chance that they will explode. And it'll make a big boom noise in your microwave. Let's go check on them.
That's a good way to spread your butter, though. Never thought.
They'll do. Once you've cleaned up the microwave that you've destroyed, here's what you're gonna do. Give me a minute.
Few moments later.
After you've pretended that you've cleaned the microwave because it's not time to do so, you're gonna take your eggs out, okay? Now, remember to put that plate over them, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab a spoon, a large spoon with holes, and you're gonna drain the water from the egg. But at the very end, it's okay to have a little bit of the juice. It actually kind of helps with the flavor of the egg. Once you've drained the eggs, they're gonna look kind of like this. Now this is like a harder poached egg for sure, but to each their own. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of this Cajun seasoning, not Cajun, sriracha seasoning, because I like it, just a little splash in there, a little tahini, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and I'm going to take a spoon. This is the most chaotic episode, I think, that we will ever have of Queens Who Eat. Take a spoon, take my blueberry waffle with butter. I'm gonna mix some of these eggs up in here. Macaroni in a pot. And something about the blueberry with the butter, with all this mixture on the waffle, it just tastes so good. You can get some yolk in there. You can get some of that sriracha seasoning. The blueberry makes it sweet.
You must be yoking me.
Oh. It's done. Okay, everybody, let me know what you think of my weird stoner combinations down below, and tell me some of yours. Maybe I'll try your recipes. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you next time with another Queens Who Eat. Bye.
Yummy, yummy.